Good evening, everyone. I said good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? Okay. I don't know why I brought a purse on stage. It does match the shoes. It does. So hello, my name is Christelle Victoria Roach. I'm a poet coming from Miami, Florida. I like to say that I'm a poet who writes the blues of the Southern tropics. You know, I'm a daughter of Kevin and Nadine, the most immaculate love story I know. And the best thing I know about my mama is she's a singer. And so I was like, Mom, I don't know if I can quite sing, but I write poems, I write verse, I make music, I do these things on the page. And so it's been fun to write poetry. It's been fun to storytell. I do call myself a blues woman, and I realize that not everybody follows me when I say this. If I'm saying I'm a blues woman and I'm not quite singing, if I'm saying I'm a blues woman and I'm not quite playing an instrument. And so this is what I like to say is a lineage of bluesing. Mama wakes in the gospel hours and sings the sun up. Hymnals, love songs, sometimes just the vibrato of notes without words. She walks the halls 4 days in the morning and I hear her praying. Her foot creaks on the wood floors and it's like I could hear the bend of her knees, the vibrato of her lungs, the babble of her lips, how she makes like a true worshiper when she loves out loud. She sings low and raspy like the women who sang about making love after they could finally own their bodies and choose who they loved. Blues women loving women singing ah and ooh. They call it the Renaissance. They made love in public, teaching us all how to be intimate with ourselves through the guttural growl, the moan, the note drawn out so long. It was testimony. They made mirrors of music and showed us our tender parts, the children in us in love with color and movement love, our tangible eternity, where our people could make a song of themselves, and no matter what days or decades come between us, we will always be in love, and we could always find it between the notes so true, we call them blue notes. Everybody knows about W.C. Handy, the man who calls himself father of the blues, and Jelly Roll Morton, his contemporary, who said he fathered the blues, though he said he learned the blues from a black woman named Mamie Desdoon. Oh, and Langston Hughes, the father of blues poetry, the first to pen the blues verse. But even Langston said he wanted to write poems like the songs they sang on 7th Street. Who are they? Surely not the pianist, Duke Ellington, or Count Basie, the concert master, but it was Bessie Smith and Ma Rainey. They were singer-songwriters writing their songs. They were telling their stories on the stages in the Howard Theater on 7th Street in D.C. You see, when you dismiss the women, you lose the lineage. They did a radical thing when they told their stories on stages for all to see, because we all know that, can't nobody afford a room of one's own at this time. So it was public intimacy. Ma and other blues women sang about learning to love by losing. They grieved on a stage for the girls in them, sang the blackest song they could, a drowned song. So black it is blue. They grieved on a stage for the girls in them, sang the blackest song they could, a song so black it is blue. Grief, a call and response between love and loss. Were we so free? Folks called us crazy, sexy. It was public intimacy. Mistaken for pure sorrow, women told their stories for the first time on stages and in books. What I'm saying is Bessie Smith and Zora Neale Hurston were both blues women. They were both bluesing. They were both making shit up so black women could tell their stories. Be it a hurricane or a man ain't nobody was checking for. They conjured freedom in fictions, and our eyes were watching these gods. I said, our eyes were watching these gods as they conjured freedom in fiction. Call them writers, call them poets. They did a radical thing at this time. They had the audacity to sing about love when they'd yet to find it. But their song, so deep you know that it is real. It is full of us. They walked into the Harlem Renaissance, and you could hear the Baptists in the rattle of their chest, the minstrel struggle in notes pulled so good. It was like any good meat touched by a mother's feet. They sang about their men. When the whole nation called them boys, they loved everything black, starting with the women. Mamie Smith, Ma Rainey, they took back the power from the title, showed us to turn Mammy into Mamie, showed us their skin, black and blue, with stories that had to be sung. If only folks knew they were mothers. Each note, a child they named. Though no one could put a finger on the baby they gave birth to, everyone felt them, held their children. We call it having the blues. Mama, I know that you are a descendant of the blues women who got on stage and prayed out loud before any man found song at the crossroads. You blues women, sing yourselves through the day, call it bluesing, a black woman's space creation process where you blues the space you need, like dancers clearing a room. Mama, some days I lay in bed and I'd listen to you sing songs like joy and pain are like sunshine and rain. Well, Mama, if joy and pain are like sunshine and rain, then the blues must be sun showers. It is you I hear in every storm, parting the sky with your voice when you sing. My toes curl with envy, how you make the room listen. Your voice, my call to God. I can only respond with a gasp. How you sing with all the women's in you, the shadows in your skin, the ocean in your belly. You sing with all the shadows in your skin, the ocean in your belly, your music, my mother tongue, my holy language. You make me want to wander my body searching for God. You sing as if to say God is here and God is in me. And I gave birth to you, so child, know that you are the creation of a God. I gave birth to you from the throat, emptied all my voice into you like every mother and grandmother do, breath to breath and blood to blood. Every mother's water breaks into the childlike song. Mama, it is you in my mouth. Nana and grandmother are the ghost in my throat. I learned from you that my body is a theater for the ancestors.
Wow.
For God. Only now in what they call my childbearing years do I hear the call to create, to sing and song, to poet, to write, to storytell, to blues. The stories I inherited through the breath and through the blood. I am a daughter of this tradition of bluesing. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's an honor to share with you. Something about all these poets that grace the stage. I know the poem never stays the same. I love to think of it as living text, and it's an honor to share with you. It's one thing to write a poem, but it's another for it to be received. So I'm excited to continue receiving poetry and being in community with you all tonight.